All right, so this is my little list of takeaways from Overwatch 2. Before I begin with the first topic of PvE, I do want to say that for those that don't know me or haven't seen my streams on Twitch and YouTube, I was actually reintroduced to Overwatch back in May from my friends, and reason for that was that I didn't have a good experience the first time around. When back in 2016 when I was playing on console. So hearing that they were coming out with a PVE, um, player versus environment, I was actually pretty excited because usually PVE they come out with the storylines for characters. You get to learn the characters a little bit more, and yeah, I was really looking forward to that. And I guess we're gonna be holding off on that for a while. So I'll probably just be watching like the animated shorts to really learn their personalities, I guess. Um, Other than that, moving on to the launch, um, it was very subpar. I actually was able to play a game or two, well, a game and a half before the servers crashed down, and I had to wait like 2.5 hours to even get back into the server to play a game. And yeah, it was just not a fun experience for me on the first day as well as other people. But playing the game itself was very enjoyable. This new engine that Overwatch 2 runs really well with my PC at least. So the new maps, Circuit Royale, Coliseo, es- excuse me if I pronounce it wrong, Esperanza, Midtown, New Queens, and Paraiso, all look very um, aesthetically pleasing to me. So uh, new maps always generate a lot of nice new content from everybody. So that's a big plus, at least to me. I'd say with this new game, they did move it from 6v6 to 5v5 now. And I honestly think this is a plus, in my opinion. Um, the player movement, especially with the DPS, isn't as clunky and chained to working around two tanks. It made the game in Overwatch 1 a little bit slow, in my opinion. Um, Giving my excuse of playing Doomfist and just rushing into the back line and getting CC'd out of my life, dude. Like Brigida stun, uh, Cassidy stun, and then you got hacked from Sombra. Just this it's crazy way to die for any of the dive characters. But yeah, it's not as clunky anymore to because you don't have to play around two tanks. It's one tank now. You don't get the double shield combo, so a lot more of the players are walking through the shields and um, you know engaging a lot more. A lot of players have shown a lot more aggression and intent. Hence, you see a lot of the Genjis and Sombra players coming out, and a lot of people that do get scared, mainly the casuals, picking up Farah to try to get away from the Genji. But that doesn't always work out, especially when they have a Sombra nearby hacking you and you coming back to the ground. But yeah, with that said, they did take a lot out of the CC or crowd control. Cassidy now has a sticky bomb instead of the flashbang grenade that he had, and Brigida doesn't have any um, stuns with her dash anymore, but she can still, knock a Reinhardt down at the same time her during the dashes. which is a little disappointing because I've been playing Brigida a lot now. But with that being said, players are going to have to rely on each other just a little bit more to get out of sticky situations from a lot of the dive heroes, because the dive heroes like Genji are going to just keep going after the backline nonstop. So yeah, for all you casuals, please play a little bit closer to each other. um, but yeah, I'm gonna just keep on moving, keep on moving. I think the best combo for this year is going to be Roadhog and Kiriko. Um, Roadhog is still the chunkiest tank in the game. All right, he's very chunky, and only way to beat him in Overwatch 1 was to, either put him to sleep or to anti him with Ana's grenade. And now you have a new support in Kiriko that can just throw down Protection Suzu and take away all the effects that Ana puts down. So for all the ranked players, casual ranked players and the regular casual players, I would suggest playing this combo if you just want to try to steamroll people, because it's pretty fun. I play it with my friends sometimes, and it's pretty wild. And for any of the DPS casuals out there, the Sombra, the agent or hero Sombra is pretty out of this world at the moment. Her kit is pretty stealthy. When she doesn't need to like come out of stealth to hack people or what you call it, hack the health packs around the map. So she can just get around everybody a lot more easier. Her fire rate's still the same. Her damage, I feel like they increased her damage at the start of the game, because the beta, it felt a little off in the beta, but yeah, now it feels like she's doing a ton more damage, especially with her ult. Also, not only does she hack, she also deals 40% damage, which I think is pretty crazy. 40% of the max HP as damage. Yeah, that's it for the general sense and some characters that I took note of. For any of the casuals getting into the rank game modes, the competitive game modes, it's a little bit confusing. Anybody that has played competitive in the previous game essentially have reset a little bit. There was a glitch that made a lot of the players, especially some of the grandmasters and top 500, start out at bronze 5. So it was a little bit crazy because there's a lot of people that was getting steamrolled from all the streams I was watching. So that was, to be honest, it's been a fun first week, but it looks like everything's balancing out in a way. But yeah, the resets didn't really reset you in some ways, because if you placed like plat last season, mostly still gonna be playing against plats unless the game just decides to just f around with you. Let's see. Blizzard wasn't really clear on how the rank system was going. In Overwatch 1, you had to all you had were like 2 ranks. MMR, the match made, ranking, what the game thinks you what the game thinks of where you belong, based on how you've been playing. And SR, the rank, the regular like number rank that you see. But now you don't see the SR unless maybe your top 500. I don't know this just yet. I'm just assuming because they do have a title and a badge for top 500. But what you do see is called the skill tier division, or funny acronym comes out to SED. So you see like bronze 5 to bronze 1, silver 5 to silver 1, etc., etc. You see those just based on the games that you play. A lot of people on the forums say that it's you move up after those 7 games that you do win based on performance or how many games you won. But it's not really clear on how you level up, unfortunately, because essentially it feels like you're playing the same amount of games like Overwatch 1, but they just took out the numbers so people essentially they don't get mad or get sad or worry that they're going to demote because you're getting close to that that number range of where you get to either demote or you're getting close to promoted, but you get mad because some people are throwing your games. But yeah, they just made it overly complicated, and they just didn't really explain a lot of things for rank. So yeah, in that sense, that's about it. If I have any more information, I'll probably just post whatever patch notes that that Blizzard comes out on my Twitter. Let's see. Other than rank, I'd say the last thing that I did want to talk about is the Battle Pass. Battle Pass for Overwatch 2 is probably one of the greediest that I've seen so far, because there's no way to earn Overwatch coins, the gold coins, during the duration of the Battle Pass, to buy the skins. Actually there is one way that you can earn it, and it's through the weekly challenges, but that's about it. They essentially want you to buy the Overwatch coins from their marketplace, so you can buy the skins. And if you look at other games, yeah, they do have the option of buying, like let's take Call of Duty for instance. They have you buy COD points, so you can buy the battle pass or the content. But even without having to buy COD points, they still had the free part of the battle pass, where if you play enough, you are able to earn those COD points to potentially buy skins or even buy the next season's battle pass. But it looks like Overwatch didn't really implement that into this battle pass. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe they'll change it around, maybe. But so far, yeah, Blizzard is looking a little bit greedy on this. But yeah, oh shoot. Well, I went through everything as quick as I could, without putting in so much of my life in there. And other than that, I really do hope Blizzard fixes up the server issues that are going on, and any of the character selection issues that some people are still having, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, other than that, I would like to say thank you again to everybody that was supporting the channel. I'm going to end this video right over here, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night, the rest of your afternoon, wherever you are. And yeah, I'll see you guys probably in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh man, this is awkward. Ugh.